Well, I think bringing in toxicologists is a fairly good idea, but they can only really approximate a blood alcohol level. They all have estimates based on common absorption rates and elimination rates of alcohol. But I do think if there's strong evidence from witnesses that she drank X amount of alcohol, then the exact number is really not going to matter. If witnesses are saying they saw her have 6 or 7 beers or 4 or 5 shots, then the exact number, the science on that is not going to change anybody's mind. That's a lot of alcohol to drink if there's that much consumed. So I do think it's good to try to put some science to it, but depending on the amount of alcohol she's seen drinking, it may not be necessary or that crucial from that standpoint, that part of their case.
I hear you, John. You know, Daryl, the allegation is she had 2 22-ounce beers, 2 16-ounce beers, and 1 lemon drop shot, all in the course of under 4 hours time. And when I was watching The Expert, I know you were watching too, from Atlanta, he wouldn't concede that sugar is an ingredient in a lemon drop shot. He said, I don't know what it's made of. And I thought, come on, concede that. That's not going to hurt anything. What did you think?
I'm thinking not effective. I mean, I think sometimes, all of us are guilty of a little bit of hot dogging in the courtroom and trying to create that Perry Mason moment. But I agree that you can lose the jurors with it, and sometimes it's better to keep it very simple. And I don't think he scored a whole lot of points with this demonstration.
To notice those little details and the spilling after the fact when it's pouring all over the rug, presumably in the courtroom. John, what did you think of that, please?
Yeah, I think that's the problem when you try to go for these wow hotshot moments in front of a witness that's not your witness. I mean, they're going to throw you curveballs. They're not going to give you what you want. And you're the one that ends up looking caught off guard and unprepared, and the experiment, the whole grand design, the whole grand scheme kind of falls apart. And I think that's why, once again, I just don't think it's a good idea to do these hot dog type experiments in a trial.
I'm with you. If you haven't practiced it and rehearsed it and you're able to carry it through seamlessly, don't do it, right? Because she was, well, I guess turned herself in, I should say, not brought in, but willingly went to police. After the fact, so many hours had passed, they weren't able to look at her. So I would think that would be very favorable to the defense, not having those things. John, I want to get your thoughts on that, please.
I definitely agree from that standpoint. I mean, and I think, in most DUI cases, the standard DUI case, you don't have a dead officer. So, the intangibles are different. The jurors don't feel compelled to render a guilty verdict when there's no real victim. So nobody got hurt. There's no real evidence of a blood alcohol content. There's no evidence of field sobriety test. And once again, all those things can be easily attacked by an experienced DUI defense attorney. So, I do agree that is a problem, for the state from that standpoint. So what they're really relying on is a testimony that she consumed, this alcohol, the 2 beers and the lemon drop. So what they have is the jury trying to make a decision based on that. Now, what are they going to look at? They're going to look at her size. I think if you're a defense attorney, you look at a person's size, a person that weighs 200 pounds versus a person that weighs 100 pounds. The amount of alcohol is going to affect them differently. It's not going to have the same effect. So you can, bring out factors like that to attack any real evidence of impairment or from the consumption of alcohol.